So welcome to today's very short update video on Hurricane Rick. Didn't really get as strong as I initially thought it would yesterday. Like, the storm appeared to be striking when I was recording yesterday's video when the reconnaissance plane was approaching, but the reconnaissance plane surprisingly found a higher pressure at 6Z, just at 6Z on October 24th, and they found that 18Z on October 23rd, which was Saturday, which is when I recorded a video at around 5Z local time. No, 5Z October 24th and October 23rd local time. And the recon planes were at 18Z October 23rd and 6Z October 24th, which was October 23rd local time. But anyway, that was 24 hours ago now. It is now late October 24th local time. Anyway, this hurricane's is very, very quickly nearing landfall, and it's making landfall between Citwa Negro and Oaxaca and Lázaro Cárdenas in the state of near the border between Guerrero and Michoacán. So right near the Michoacán Guerrero border, storm's making landfall. You can see there's an attempt now. The system after struggling for a while finally started to get its act together. There's a microwave pass that actually indicated a closed eye wall at around 22 or 23Z. And it took a few more hours, but there seemed to have been a hint of a warm spot on IR imagery. Right as the system near the coast system is about to make landfall now. And there was a recon plane that was in the system not too long ago. And inbound a system of at least formidable. They found a system of at least formidable intensity and a vast improvement compared to what was found yesterday. They also noted a generally northwestward movement in the general direction of landfall, and you can see there's been somewhat of a westward jog by before the system is moving on. So when the system will, the eye of hurricanes, I get to officially cross the coast by about 9:30Z. So within the next hour or so, and like see a very quick weakening. But anyway, as I was also going to mention, the recon plane found flight level winds of about 96 knots, and surface winds of about 90 knots, and they fly at around 700 millibars, and the actual environmental surface is approximately 1,000 millibars. In normal circumstances, obviously with the hurricane, it's a little bit, the surface is a little bit, surface is a little bit lower pressure, but anyway, the current national hurricane intensity is at 90 knots, 105 miles per hour. This is moving north at around 7 knots according to the National Hurricane Center calculations, and the central pressure is about 977 millibars. The system's actually in a somewhat relatively low-lying area, so that's like to actually see at least some goods. Well, not some good, but some more storm surges. The National Hurricane Center mention anything. It has a potential to produce at least some sea level rise along the coastal bays between Oaxaca and Lázaro Cárdenas. Oaxaca, yeah, between those two places, and this is likely to be a pretty wide swath of heavy rain with some rather intense convection offshore. I don't know how it translates to rain totals, but should affect much of western Oaxaca and eastern Michoacán as the hurricane fully crosses the coastline. Overall, rapid weakening is expected. I want to check the models really quick. I want to see if the GFS was hinting. GFS was in the past, doesn't seem there anymore. Oh yeah, GFS has been hinting at a potential Sandra in the medium to long range, and the Europeans at least had some signal as well. With the latest GFS box having a very, very long contract system for November. It's probably not going to verify, but something to keep an eye on. This may or may not be my last video of the season. Anyway, I want to Minnesota Black to Black right before I log off. You can see this is pretty intense. There's at least some very cool cloud tops associated with this hurricane. And I think even the storm never really cleared the eye like I thought it would. I think the reason it never did because there was for a while there seemed to be a displaced uplevel anticyclone site. This was we talked about in my previous videos invoking what happened to end up being some southerly wind shear, and there also seemed to be some slight westerly mid-level shear that also caused slight disruptions in the unit. Well, even the reconnaissance plane indicated at least some slight vortex tilt. But regardless, this storm actually definitely does like it's deeping at landfall. This storm had another 6 to 12 hours. This would be a good candidate to become a Category 3 or 4 hurricane. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this or learned something from this. Bye.